What if Philip never killed Caleb? If Philip never killed Caleb, I can see it being for one of three reasons. One of which doesn't really change anything, one of which makes a big but boring change, and one that I think is actually interesting. They are, in that order, if Philip never found Caleb, in which case he would probably just go through his evil plot anyway because he comes to the conclusion that Philip was killed by Evelyn. If Caleb kills Philip, in which case the Boiling Isles remains the same even when Luz arrives, if she ever does. Or if Philip changes his mind about witches the same way Caleb did. And it's that last one I'm going to focus on. While Philip wanders around the demon realm looking for his brother, he would begin to see little things that would chip away at his preconceived notions about witches and demons. Be it a group of children playing pretend like he and his brother once did, or a parent comforting their child over a scraped knee. When he eventually finds his brother, he would discover that not only has he been living happily in the demon realm, but he's gotten married to the witch Evelyn and they're expecting their first child. This would be the final nail in the coffin, as he is now faced with a witch now being part of his family. So, Philip decides to stay in the Boiling Isles with his new family, becoming pretty good friends with his new sister-in-law. But the memory of his witch-hunting days never leaves him, and continue to haunt him every time he looks at a witch child, including his eventual niece or nephew. The one thought always at the back of his mind: how many children did I orphan just like Caleb and I had been? This guilt would be turned towards a cause that would probably start as an idea while looking at the little family that Caleb has made. To create a reality where the demon world and the human world can coexist peacefully. No witch hunts, no separation to keep their sides from killing each other, no side exploiting the other. A mutually beneficial alliance that would see both worlds growing stronger. Now, Philip has always had a bit of an obsessive personality, especially when guilt is involved. So, I think him doing something to extend his life in order to see this dream come true is inevitable. Whether it be from Caleb or Evelyn or both dying in tragic circumstances, or them simply dying of old age, seeing the people that symbolized the world he wants to create die before that world can come to pass would cause him to search for a way to extend his life so that he could continue to work on it as long as he needs to, eventually leading him to the Collector and striking a deal with him. As a result of this extended life and new goal, Philip would come to be known as an immortal, wise, compassionate man who could very easily rule over the whole Isles, but in his humility chooses to remain a mere advisor to those who rise to power. Philip would also remain in close contact with his brother's descendants while also continuing his mission, and upon discovering Grimwalkers would create two in the images of his dearly departed brother and sister-in-law, hoping that, in some way, it will allow them to see the world he told them about when they were still alive. Many centuries later, a young human girl by the name of Luz would end up in the Boiling Isles via a portal incident. Upon discovering that the poor girl is now stuck in the demon realm like him, Philip offers her a place to stay and the chance to learn magic from both himself and his spunky, mischievous niece, Ida. And that, everyone, is where I'm going to leave this story, as it was mostly just a little thought experiment I wanted to try out. If you're interested in seeing me turn this into a full What If series, please let me know in the comments. I'm Rune, see you in the next story.